What were you thinking? I'll never forget those words. One afternoon in Ypsilanti, Michigan, when the judge, as an 18-year-old college student, said those words to me. What were you thinking? I had been written up for many citations because I drove a 1982 Datsun Nissan with 286,000 miles. My friends and I got bored, and so we painted the outside yellow, and we made a black top with a bullseye on top. We were in a Christian bookstore one day, and we found just a pile of bright orange "Honk If You Love Jesus" bumper stickers, and we just blasted the car with them. And so if you really want to create attention when you drive down the road, put 100 "Honk If You Love Jesus" bright orange bumper stickers on your car. People laughed, they smiled, they waved, they yelled, they pointed, birds flew, everything happened. The turn signals didn't work. I would have to stick my finger in there to get the left or the right to work. It barely started. We had to put a little ignition switch. I had gotten a CD player way back in the day, and I didn't know how to wire it up. And so accidentally, I wired it to the door light. And so if I was driving with my friend or all of my college friends, I would say, "Hey, do you want to listen to music?" And if they said yes, I would have to put on the music, and then I would have to open the door, and then I would have to drive very, very carefully. My window, my driver's side window didn't work, so I put a board in it to kind of keep it from staying up. So one night after class, I was driving home and I was singing some great songs from the early 90s. Then I noticed that a police officer pulled in front of me, to the side of me, and behind me, and they just pulled me over. Well, I guess for a few miles they were trying to pull me over, but I couldn't hear them. The door was open, the music was on, my defrost didn't work. It was a cold Michigan winter. And so for 5 minutes, those police officers just walked around my car and laughed. They got on their radios, calling all their buddies to get down there. "You got to see this guy's car." Well, that night I got a lot of citations, including one where, as the police officer came to my window, he knocked on it and asked me to roll it down. Well, it wouldn't roll down. So I told him I was going to open the door slowly, and as I did, well, the music came on very loud, and let's just say I created quite a mess that night. But I stood in that courtroom, and the judge said those words to me. What were you thinking? And now, obviously, all these years later, I would never put a dangerous car like that on the road. But as a leader, there have been times in my life, in my leadership, and I bet there have been in yours as well, where we've put dangerous words into the hearts and lives and ears of other people. I bet there have been times where we have let careless words slip out of our mouth that were harmful and dangerous. And the reality is there is great power in our words. There is great power in our words. And words are so powerful because words matter. And as a leader is someone who has influence. Like, you have influence. You're a leader in your home. You have influence with your family. You're a leader in your workplace. You're a leader in your neighborhood, your school. If you have influence, the words that we choose can bring life or death to the people that we speak them to. They can bring hope, or they can bring joy or despair or encouragement. And so words are so powerful because they create. I mean, think about it. God, when he created everything, he just spoke it into existence. He chose to create using words. He didn't go to Pinterest. He didn't go to YouTube. He didn't Google it. He spoke and everything existed. You and I, we have that same gift to create with our words. And then our words shape us. Our brains, our hearts, our emotions are supercomputers. And we can remember the words spoken to us. And the words that we say to others, they shape us. Rachel Wolkin said, "Be mindful when it comes to your words. A string of them don't mean much to you, but they may stick with someone for a lifetime." They create and they stick and they shape. And you and I, we have a lot of words to speak. Most studies say we speak about 11 million words a year. I mean, imagine that. That's over 700 million in a lifetime. Think about the magnitude and the possibilities of all of the moments that you have to speak life into people. So here's my challenge to you, leader. Become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with people, not at them. Become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with people, not at them. We all have these moments where there are funny times when words like lift us up. And not too long ago, I was trying to wake up my 8-year-old son. And he's not a morning person, I'm a morning person. I came into his room and I was singing, and he just lifted up his hand in my face. And he said, "I would be impressed if you didn't voice to me anymore this morning. I love how he communicated that to me. I love how words can lift us up. Words can do the exact opposite. They can do the opposite. Like the time that my family was at Hollywood Studios and my young son and I went into the restroom, the bathroom, and we heard a father and a young son in a stall, and it was obvious that the young son was getting sick. And the father said, "Why would you choose today of all days to get sick? I spent all this money for you to have a great day, and you ruin it for your family." And then I hear this little 7-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy say, "Daddy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Words have the opportunity to dismantle our day. So become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with people, not at them. One of the best TED Talks of all time when it comes to communicating is by a leader by the name of Julian Treasure. And the title of this TED Talk is How to Speak So People Will Listen. It's got over 35 million views. It is it's very much worth your time. But he said this about the power of words. There is power in what you say, and what you say, there is power. Our words can create a fire. They can control or demean or dismantle or rip someone apart. The casual, sarcastic, or critical remark can inflict a lasting injury on another person. But the well-timed encouragement or compliment can inspire someone for the rest of their life. There's a proverb in 10:11 that says, "The mouth of a good person is a deep, life-giving well, but the mouth of the wicked is a dark cave of abuse." So leader, it's your choice. What are you going to choose? Are your words going to be a dark cave of abuse or a life-giving well? Become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with them, not at them. So how do we become someone who speaks with people and not at them? First is this: work every day to become a healthy person on the inside. Be emotionally intelligent. Strive to continue to grow your emotional intelligence, your emotional health. This is the ability to understand and use and manage your own emotions in positive ways. And this is good for you because it helps relieve stress, and you can communicate effectively, and you can empathize with others, and you can overcome challenges and diffuse conflict. Like emotional intelligence will help you build stronger relationships and succeed in your workplace, achieve career goals and personal goals. It will also help you connect with your feelings and turn intention to attention and make informed decisions about what matters most. So protect what's going on the inside. The healthier you are on the inside, the healthier your words will be. Second, remember to choose and use your words very well. I know this is so simple, but as you're doing the hard work of caring for the inside, and you have those moments where you're faced with the choice, dark cave of abuse or life-giving well, pick life-giving well every single time. Every single time. If you think of a compliment, if you think of an encouragement, if you think of something you want to share with a teammate or one of your employees or your supervisor or someone in your family, by all means, share it. So often we think that people are filled up with encouragement. I think most of us are probably at a quarter tank in encouragement. So share the encouragement. Remember to choose your words. Mother Teresa said kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. And then third, don't play games. Don't be the kind of communicator who plays games with their words. If someone says something to you that you don't want to hear, don't check out. Stay there. Be responsive. Look them in the eye. And remember that you can grow from this exchange. Remember that your body is speaking as loud as your words. So be comfortable. Don't tighten up. Take big, deep breaths. When it comes to your words, don't put people on the ropes. Don't point out their faults publicly. Don't lead with pointed questions if you haven't talked in a while. And don't assume the worst. You can talk to your blue in the face, but people know in their gut if you really care about them, so care about them. Become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with people, not at them. Your words have the potential to be a life-giving well, to fill someone up and to set their path in a positive, amazing direction, or your words can be a dark cave of abuse and dismantle someone's day. So become someone who chooses words that matter. Speak with them, not at them.